Welcome back to Cozy Cooking. Today we are trying another new mushroom, so I'm excited. If you are caught up, you know that I spotted a giant cauliflower mushroom at the farmer's market. And you know I had to get a piece of that. So today I'm making a really easy meal. It's going to be cauliflower mushroom steak and potatoes. The guy who sold me this told me a nice little tip to soak it in salt water so that all the bugs and worms and stuff would crawl on out of it. So there were some little black, oh there we go, a little black bug there. So yeah, I'm gonna wash this really well and try to dry it a little bit as well. Okay, most of the edges were dirty, so I decided to just do a little trim of the whole edge, and you can kind of better see like the structure of this thing. It is so cool. And I've kind of determined that there is no way to really thoroughly clean this thing, so it is what it is. Might eat a couple bugs or whatever, but I'm gonna cook this thing really well, so I'm not too worried about it. But I am super excited to cook this. Look how freaking thick this thing is. Like it's thicker than my fist. I love cooking big mushrooms or clusters of mushrooms like this, because there's this pressing technique that really works some magic, and I'm very excited to see what I can do with this thing. I'm gonna fry it super well, and it is gonna be juicy and meaty and have layers. I'm excited. I'm gonna dry this thing up a little bit and then get her in the pan. I've been sniffing this thing for good reasons. I'm just curious, and it's really hard to describe. It's not very mushroomy. It's very like fresh smelling. It almost smells like some kind of food. I don't know if it's giving pasta or that's just the way it looks convincing me that it smells that way. It smells like some kind of food almost, but I can't really place it. Anyways, the pan is screaming hot, was starting to smoke, so I turned it down a little bit, but this will be satisfying. Alright, so ideally for pressing your mushroom you'd want to use like another cast iron skillet, but I don't really want to dirty another cast iron skillet, so I'm just going to try out this pot here and kind of balance it there, resting on the coconut oil. It's not really pressing it that much, so maybe I'll put something in there, but I think this will work. Oh, look at how much juice this thing is putting out. It smells so good. Oh, and I got the taters frying up. I picked out all the bibbies. I'm gonna get those nice and golden and crispy on all sides, and then probably just to speed up the cooking, I'm gonna pour some leftover veggie broth on them. I'm so excited for this. I gotta use really simple seasonings to really let the flavor of the mushroom itself shine. When you slow cook a mushroom like this in its own juices, the flavor just keeps amplifying the more you cook it. Today we also get to try these little beauties. I forget if these are just like regular chanterelles or golden chanterelles, but yeah, I'm just gonna toss those in the skillet as well. Look at that reduction going on there. Oh my gosh, that is Flavor Town. Sometimes with this process you just keep pressing and flipping and pressing and flipping, and I guess the heat wasn't high enough to get a really good sear on that side, but that's alright. We're gonna keep pressing on. Anywho, I gotta flip these taters. See if these got some color. Oh yes. Oh, that's what I'm looking for right there. The key to frying your taters like this is to just leave them for like 5 minutes, just on one side before you flip them. Try to get them all flipped back over so they all cook evenly. I'm going to keep the seasoning on these pretty simple too. I'm going to sprinkle some dried thyme in there, along with some garlic powder, and some salt. I'll probably salt this bad boy before I flip it. Oh, I gotta show you guys this. The color change here on this guy. Look at that edge right there. That was just from like the caramelized juices of this in the pan. Now these are gonna be just full of flavor. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see if we get a little more color this time. Come on. Ooh, yes. Very nice. And look at these. Oh my gosh.
Woo! Woo! Hey, chef. Woo! I'm burning myself. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, these are very colorful, almost too colorful. I'm just gonna cook them with a little vegetable broth just to finish them off. And before I did that, I decided to dump. I had quite a bit of oil in there and I didn't want a violent reaction, so I poured some of the leftover oil onto these guys and turned the heat down. Now I'm going to put the lid on it and let those cook up nicely. And I just decided that this wouldn't be a steak without a little smoky flavor, so I'm going to go grab my smoked paprika to dust on this guy. Time for another flip. Oh yes. Oh yes. A little more on that side. A little more salt. Check on these. Oh boy. Those are gonna be crispy little morsels. I wasn't thinking I was gonna make a sauce for this dish, like a gravy or a steak sauce or anything, but these are done, and thinking I may as well use that juice. And what I'm gonna do is make a cornstarch slurry and just put it right in here and just kind of make a gravy right with the taters, and that will be a great finish to this meal. That is still firm. Ooh, layers of flavor. Crispy, juicy. Beautiful. Bon appetit. Alright, verdict of the cauliflower mushroom. It was alright. It was decent. Shauna was not a big fan, and I can kind of understand why. We didn't really know what to expect, and the texture was interesting. It was definitely unique. I don't think I've had a mushroom quite that texture before. I feel like it didn't change. Like, it would have been the same if you ate it raw. It was a little, like, fairly chewy and almost crunchy. Like, that's how much texture it had to it. But I kind of liked it. Shauna had like one bite and that was it. It was, yeah, she said it was, the texture was a lot, and it was just a lot of mushroom, which is fair. And her digestive system is a little sensitive too, so that's just another reason to take it easy. Actually, you're supposed to, if you're trying a new mushroom, you're not supposed to eat much of it. But I just kind of said screw it this time. I ended up actually eating hers as well. Regarding cleaning the mushroom, I thought I did. I mean, I did a pretty good job. When the guy handed me the mushroom, he put it in a bag for me, and I saw a worm crawling out of it, like a white, like maggot or something. And he said that's just kind of the nature of the mushroom, is, you know, it'll have bugs in it. That sucker made it through to the plating, which is unfortunate. Fortunately though, Shauna stopped eating, or she never even noticed. I'm the one who had 2 of those little worm thingies, and then I think when I was eating hers, I found 1 more. So I am grateful she didn't eat any more than she did. I didn't even bother telling her about them. But anywho, would I eat again? Probably not. If my beautiful girlfriend doesn't like it, then obviously I wouldn't cook it again. But also the fact that it's very hard to clean, and those worms were still in it when I plated it, that's no good. That's a pretty big reason to not forage that mushroom again, because you do use a lot of water, and even after you wash it, it's not guaranteed that you got everything. So anywho, that's the verdict of the cauliflower mushroom. Don't think I'll be cooking it again, but it was worth a try, and I'm glad I got to try it.